It's officially 3:33 p.m. and we are off the clock. Welcome back to the Girls That Get It podcast, where we navigate entrepreneurship through the quadrant fit theory. I'm Shakaila, aka Kai.
I'm DJ Junius.
And I'm Ashby Hunt, but the girls call me Ash.
That's right. And we are back for episode 28, where we're talking big talk.
Big talk. big.
Real Ray Canty over here.
Big
So you guys know, if you haven't been watching, we're keeping on with the trend, and we are doing a win is a win. So we're going to talk about our wins and our side eyes. So what is you guys' win for this week?
My win was that I was able to go visit one of my best friends in D.C. He's been living up there for a few years.
Okay, DMV.
So I was able to go visit him and check out his whole vibe, and we continue with our tradition and going to see Beyonce.
Okay.
So yeah,
Beehive.
this is I think like our 5th B concert together. So yeah, we got
Yeah, you got to stay with the
Yeah.
tradition.
yeah.
So my win is the same, basically.
Yeah.
I'm coming up on Beyonce weekend in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And my best friend, we're going, and it's a tradition for us as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. And then my other win is I'm halfway through August challenge at Orange Theory.
Yes.
The
marathon. I didn't sign
Halfway
up for
through
it.
that. Yeah.
I didn't sign up for it. I didn't feel like it.
That's me this week. I just want to do what I came to do.
that part.
Do what I came to do. Yes.
Yes.
My win for the week is I have 2023 summer is officially over for the kid. Brother is on the way home, and he has had a great summer.
Yes.
And it's up until 2024. So
Yeah,
I did
that's
tell
the win.
Gabe I need a loan because
that
He
makes
was
money.
working, right?
he worked all summer.
listen, and we had a party for my great aunt some time ago,
Yeah.
last month, and we had hats made for our 4th of July picnic, our fish fry, family fish fry, and there was a cousin who didn't make it to the fish fry, and she wanted his hat, so he was being funny. He was like $2.50. She was like $2.50. He was like, nah, you could buy my hat for $2.50.
$2.50.
And so they negotiated $175, and she's
Oh
got
my
me
gosh.
$175, and I didn't know. And then I got alert. I looked at my phone eventually, and I was like, I went outside to find her. I said, "Girl, I'm just letting you know I'm not giving you your money back."
Right.
But why did you buy
It's
this little boy's hat for
deposited.
$175?
Right.
She was just showing love.
She was showing love.
Yeah, 'cause he
But I thought he was
negotiated.
only getting
Yeah.
15 of that 175, but I was keeping her 175.
Lord have mercy. She done hustled the kid.
I'm
is-
joking.
No.
Back
Kind
pay.
of.
That's what I was going to say.
Back pay. On them summer groceries.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because, you know,
freaking-
he gets down here and he thinks that he is that guy. I told you we
Yeah.
did on his birthday, right?
Right.
No, what?
We wanted, we were like, oh, birthday boy, order first. He was like, yeah, I would like the twin lobster tails.
I was about to say you wanted to surf and
Not
turf.
playing with y'all. The kids are not playing.
I said, boy,
My
stop playing
aunt
with me.
has this really funny story about my little brother when she took him out to eat one time and he's at the table and she's like, order your food. I would like the maney lobster.
The maney lobster.
The maney lobster.
Oh my God. So that's also my side eye. So that is my side eye.
Yeah.
The kid, it can eat. Okay?
Yes. And he getting to
And
that
he wants
age.
luxury. Well, he got older parents, so you know they
Yeah.
only eat
Good.
good.
Got expensive taste
So he
buds.
like a burger.
Right.
Fast food.
Right. Listen, if it ain't no lemon pepper wings, he ain't trying to play with
He
it.
ain't trying to play
That's the
with
only
it.
fast food in his life. All right. What's you guys' side eyes?
My side eye this week is that I am dead smack in the center of the busiest month of my whole life
Why?
because I have like several amazing friends that are Leos and they keep me scrapped.
Oh, okay. Scrap to the
yes.
to
It's a busy month.
It's a busy month. So it's a busy social month along with just August being transitional, people going back to school, everybody
Yeah.
getting their schedule set and all of that.
Well,
but
you're enjoying the looks, baby.
well,
Because
thank
the
you.
people have you out, and we are enjoying the looks.
Thank you. I'm
the
trying
looks
to
are
get
giving.
You know what? I was thinking about you when I was doing that too.
Oh, nice.
That's cute. I love that. It's always good to be thought about.
I love that. That's a compliment.
Always good to be thought about.
That is a
I'm just,
compliment.
you know, you
Yeah.
hyping me, I'm hyping you.
Right. Have your best ever. Appreciate that.
Yes.
Ashley, what's your side eye?
Just like the preparation that it takes to be able to take time off.
Yeah.
like in
You
the
do the
business this
double
month.
work.
Yeah, it's like I have a few weekends off, and just the preparation that it's taken me to like the requirement of like getting the clients in. So it's like you just slam before vacation.
Slam behind it.
You break that
Yes.
part, and it's like I don't have to do this myself. But it always sounds like a good idea when you're planning it in advance.
Yeah.
Until you're in the thick of it,
Exactly.
and it's like, what did I do?
Right.
Why did I
And
do
why?
this?
Right.
Yeah. So
And why?
that's my side of.
All right, you guys ready to start the episode?
Yes.
All right,
into
it's
it.
officially 3:33 p.m. and we are off the clock.
Cheers.
And just to let you guys know, do not come for me in the comments, okay? I put a little bit of something inside of my cup, which was a Mentos. I was trying something. I just wanted to see if it was going to fizz. So I'm not drinking dirt. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Whatever you say.
Y'all are tired, goddamn it.
Tired.
All right, so this week's episode is about your invaluable time. Hashtag all money isn't good money.
And I'm going to slang it out and go, all money ain't good money.
Ain't good money.
There we go.
Child. I mean, that is like a saying that you grew up hearing.
For
like,
sure.
all money
Oh, my
ain't
God.
Good money. I think we made a joke about that on one of our money episodes, right? Money mindset, right?
Yes.
Yeah, money
For
mindset.
sure.
We talked about that. So, but we are going to talk about it in detail. Ash, kick us off.
So just like you said, like all money isn't good money, but
Yes.
also time is money.
Time.
Yes.
So
Say that.
That's
a
a
t-shirt.
And so I think as entrepreneurs, you just have to decide like what is worth your time and what is not.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is something that you, in the beginning, it's going to take a little bit of time to figure out, because we always talk about in the beginning stages, you're kind of just taking whatever comes
Yeah.
because you're trying to just get it to come
Yeah.
in, right?
Because all of these high level things aren't necessarily the priority initially.
Yes.
Right? It's
Yes.
always the money. So-
Absolutely. Yeah. And then when you start filtering out, then you'll understand like, okay, well, that really wasn't worth my time.
Yes.
And again, like we talked about numerous of times, understanding what you're good at, what serves
For
you,
sure.
what makes sense for your business, time, efficiency, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
So I know the negative side of this topic is when we talk about dealing with certain people and it not being worth your time, the conflict that may arise from dealing with certain situations and things and people. But let's start with how you identify what's for you.
Yeah.
What were the things that you kind of decided how you decided what you didn't want to do?
Okay, so not necessarily what I wanted to do, but necessarily like who I wanted to serve.
Okay.
So some of the things that stood out to me as I was identifying my ideal client, and like to make my clientele, or when I started to curate my perfect clientele,
Got it.
a lot of them started to identify as, if they weren't entrepreneurs themselves, they worked within businesses where they could manipulate their time.
They were free.
Yes, they could
A
free
level
up
of
their
freedom.
time.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like they may be higher levels within companies where they can block off.
I was going to say, why
for
did you
lunch.
decide that? Because they were people who can come in at lashes at 2 p.m. during the day.
Exactly, because I knew I was no longer going to be able to serve people after 6:30.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So regardless of what you did throughout the day, if you can manipulate your time, which mainly were entrepreneurs initially, or higher level within companies, or higher level within a business where you can manipulate your time to be my client, no matter what was available.
So mine's is kind of similar. So it wasn't necessarily, it was more so of the service that I wanted to do wasn't worth my time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like when I sat and added up the money and the time that it spent and what it did to, say for instance, my body, the wear and tear, I decided what was not worth it to me. What about you?
Right.
You said a trigger word.
No, you
wear and tear.
Yeah.
I don't even think I've ever considered that in as far as like what I'm doing.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's major.
so important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's good for you.
Tiana talked about that a couple years ago about just what she was trading for, like what we're sacrificing. Some of that being like your health, your body, your well-being,
your vision,
Yeah.
I mean, just your body. Well, you said body. That's everything.
Yeah, on the body.
On the body, right? Exactly. I think that what's most important in all of it, though, is again considering you.
Yes.
Yeah, considering you. So what's the negative side of it all, though?
I don't know if it's necessarily negative, but you do have to get very particular about how you spend it. You only have 24 hours in a day. And so that kind of boils down to you not being able to say yes to everything.
Yes.
Outside of even being an entrepreneur, you have family life, you have personal life. And so not being able to say yes to everything would be kind of a downside to it.
Time is precious,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Time is precious.
Knowing when it's time to say no.
And I don't think not being able to say yes to anything would be such a hard thing if you knew it wasn't going to disappoint, somebody on the other end.
Right.
Somebody that may not understand your entrepreneurial
Or
journey.
even just like in those building phases while you're building up your clientele, it's like you want to be able to say yes, you want to accommodate.
But you cannot take the pressures of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because time, like I said, time is precious, so you don't want to take the what is the word? Peer pressure.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you said you don't want to
take it on.
disappoint or whatever, but like you said, all money isn't good money. Have you ever, like, in your entrepreneurial journey, said yes to something you really didn't want to, and then you did it, and then you just feel like it wasn't worth your time?
It's every time you do something that you don't genuinely
Outside of
want
your
to
boundaries.
do.
Yes.
It always plays out that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
You do yourself a disservice, and you do whoever the person is that you're saying yes to a disservice to. Like, it just doesn't benefit anyone.
It doesn't.
Yes.
In the long run.
Yes.
Yeah.
'Cause even if they are happy, you feel resentment.
Yeah.
And it's like
Because you're here.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Doing this thing.
Yeah.
So it's almost like intentional choices. Like you made the choice to say, okay, yes, I want this and this and this. I want this money or whatever, but then it doesn't feel good in the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's not fair to yourself. You're not being fair to you.
Yeah. Because I mean, time is like that one thing you can't get back, and it's finite.
Time
It's
is
like
one thing you cannot get back.
you can't restore it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Let's define what good money is. My definition of good money is when it feels good. Once you received it and it feels good, and you feel like you worked hard for it and it was worth
The effort.
effort that you got. Yes. And ultimately you feel good to where you want to do it again.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was about to say it don't necessarily like for the good feeling.
Right.
It's maybe not so much work hard.
I mean, I
but
always feel good.
Yeah, but I always feel good. I feel good, not necessarily, I won't say in the context of working hard, but knowing that I satisfied a situation or order or a customer or
It was
client.
a real benefit.
Yeah, it was a true benefit.
Good money to me would be just like money I earned.
Yes,
I earned it with my
Yes.
expertise.
Yes.
That feels good.
That definitely
Yeah.
feels good.
Yeah, it's
Best stated.
even though business is transactional, right?
Yeah.
But a feel good feeling.
a feel good feeling.
Yeah.
Which may not feel good every day.
No,
It may not feel
But
good.
if it's something that you've worked very hard at, and
Yes.
just being able to like
The overall feeling.
I can do this. I
Yes.
can create this.
Yes.
I can create.
You know, when
this.
money grows, it goes from transactional, like you got paid for a service, to where it feels like there's a value in it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
There's
you
a
are
value
providing
in it.
value.
Yeah.
In what you do and what you offer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
Almost
sense.
like when we talked about raising your prices, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
then you start to feel good when you no longer have that good feeling. And then say, for instance, you raise your price and you feel like, okay, yeah, I'm at this point now where I feel like the money that I'm receiving is worth the time that's
Yeah.
spent.
Yeah, everybody's joyous.
Yeah.
Clients on the receiving
I like that
end.
word.
Yeah,
Joyous.
feel good.
It is a
Yeah.
good word. It did feel
Yeah.
good. It's a good word.
I threw that out there.
Yeah.
I threw that out there.
Yeah. So in contrast to quote unquote like good money, chasing the money would be the opposite of that. Yeah. So taking on accepting appointments or accepting clients that go against your values
And your
they
boundaries.
trigger
outside
you.
of
Yeah. Like it goes against your
your personal goals
Yeah.
and your personal boundaries.
yeah, or taking on partnerships or whatever that, is causing you to go outside of what is
Aligned for
Yeah,
you. I was about
aligned
to
for
say
you.
aligned for you and aligned for the business and your goals
Yeah.
outside of the realm of what your goals are. And again, just sacrificing your time and your business alignment. You know, when I felt like it was bad money for me, like it was no longer worth my time, when I just felt dissatisfied.
Right.
Yes.
Like it's very different with just being unhappy with like spending your time, but you're
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
so dissatisfied. And it's almost like, why? Because you're
Yeah.
kind of making up, like
The word I can identify is the resentment.
that is what I was about to say. Like we kind of talked about that before.
Yes,
It's like
resentment.
It's a resentment.
The resentment.
It's like this wasn't even worth my time, what I've just dealt with, like the energy that I probably exchanged with this person.
Yes.
It probably wasn't worth the compensation.
Yeah.
And it might just not be a matter of just like raising prices. It might be like, no matter what the price is on this, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel like we do it to ourselves because we push ourselves into that space. Yeah. Like it really could be good money, but it's just like you have created some type of burnout or your frustration with yourself because you're doing things outside of what you should, what you should be doing.
Right.
So now all of a sudden you're just resenting yourself, you're resenting your clientele, you're resenting just your decision making. Like, why did I decide to do this?
Now you're questioning yourself.
Questioning yourself. Yeah.
I just had a thought, Kai, you don't do sew-ins because you don't want to do the braiding.
I don't want to do the
braiding. But it's like, even if you made that sew-in $3,000, it may not just be worth it to you because of what it's going to cost you.
I mean, I've had people several times like, I'll pay you whatever.
Yeah. It's just not worth it. What it's gonna
do to me.
And then if I do it this time, and then I gotta maintain.
I gotta maintain it, and you're gonna ask me again, and you're gonna refer somebody else.
Yes,
and then somebody else is gonna come in and say, "Oh,
exactly.
Is that microlinks?"
Exactly. Why we
then you'll be like, "No, it's sewing. Oh, you just sewing for her?"
Right. Exactly why we don't do the 20s.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because it's like, even if I offer you this, then somebody is gonna love this and want this.
I gotta maintain it. I got an attitude every time you walk in.
Every single time.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm trying to get you to hide from the next person.
Like, or don't tell them I did it. Period.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So ultimately, like I said, we create bad money for ourselves because we make decisions that we shouldn't. We do things that we shouldn't do.
Yes. We need to make better decisions.
Yeah. We need to make better decisions. That's ultimately it. So it's so funny though because when we talk about our topics, it's almost like we're talking to people, but we be talking to ourselves.
No, talking to self first.
Self and self first only and always.
And always.
I'm really happy that you can gain something from this, but this is
sure
reminding me.
Right.
Always.
From whence I came
right.
and what I've been through.
Yeah. One way to not feel resentful is making sure that the time spent is, how we talk about passion projects and doing things that are meaningful. Yes. I feel like that's one way to kind of make sure that the money always feels good. Right. It's when you're doing things not just for the money.
Yes. Come on now. Don't start preaching to me today.
That's the thing. Is like once you get your basic needs met, a lot of the times it's harder to motivate you with money.
Yeah,
like money can no longer. It's kind of like you kind of can get stagnant because it's like money doesn't motivate me in the same way that it did before. Once my basic needs are met, and you have these comforts. So.
Comforts and traps,
man.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. So it's gotta always. So now it's like it's gotta be more than money. It's gotta be something I care about,
right? Something that feels good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just ultimately is time management for balance of and the balances of it all.
Yeah.
And understanding that what we value ourselves at is gonna go a long way. Okay, so one thing I know for sure is that if you spend your time doing the things that you like, love. And you feel like are worth it, you'll feel fulfilled, and then all money will feel like good money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
I think we talked about that in I can't remember what episode it was.
Money Mindset.
No, it was more recent than that, where we were talking about passion, and I think we were talking about
passion
versus purpose. It's like I know when you're starting out as an entrepreneur, building that thing, maybe that doesn't seem like it's within reach out the gate, but eventually you'll get to a space, kind of like we're at the space that we're in, where we're like, we're making the money, we're comfortable, but it is time to pivot. It's like once you learn that it's time to pivot, you can think about those things that you really give a damn about in your business.
Yes.
And try to push towards
those things.
Well, having goals, setting the goals for yourself and within business and personal, I feel like keeps you excited, keeps you motivated. And then, of course, even if you put a number to those goals or whatever, that helps,
and it gives you more encouragement.
It gives you way more encouragement. Absolutely. Yeah. So, just like even with the financial advisor that I'm working with, it's like, okay, what are the goals? Are we scaling the business? Are we keeping the business the same? What do we want the money to look like? Yeah. It's just be very clear and detailed. Yeah, absolutely.
You rolled your eyes at that.
Well, because I was about to think about something else. I was about to say because it's easier said than done.
Of course.
It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you have something to look forward to, it just all feels good at the end of the day.
True beans.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
True.
So going forward, since we're all in the space of like kind of pivoting, I know you really still Not that I don't love what I do.
Work,
yeah,
but you still have a serious passion about doing hair.
Yeah.
And such an enthusiasm.
Yeah,
so excited.
Yeah.
I
talk too much about hair, you guys think?
No.
I'm joking.
You just have a love for it.
It's
like a genuine.
That has dimmed. It's a little less dim.
Right.
It'll be a little more dim, but it's still there.
Yeah.
It's still lit. But
also too because you guys started behind the chair. Remember, I didn't start behind the chair, so I am a few years behind the start behind the chair. Yeah.
And I also say now, like, that was kind of out of desperation when I started doing lashes. Like it was, I needed to get out of corporate.
Yeah.
Had I known that I could be successful in other service provider areas, it's very possible I would have done something different.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not that I can't continue to raise my prices and whatever, but just the monotony kind of just sitting there, client's eyes closed,
Yeah.
I may have chose something different.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
I mean,
if I'm trading time for money, I probably would have tried.
Well, listen, you're not gonna have to worry about that.
I can't even get it up.
That was a spit.
I can't get it wet.
No, I said my head about to snap the way I snapped my head.
You gave her an amen.
Yes, a hard one.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
But you don't know what you don't know.
No, that's a fact.
You don't know what you don't know.
You're in the trenches until you find out.
And there's like we talked about before, like there's a lesson in everything. It's like you got to graduate that level.
You having that experience brought you to GTGI.
Absolutely. And just figuring out what that next thing looks like.
So we can actually talk about real life things in these topics because we've lived it.
Absolutely.
And still living it. You know
still
what I mean?
living it.
Still living it. So that's that.
If you breathe
that on that, that's supposed to be my sound.
Thanks for tuning in.
Literally, that's it. That's all I got.
So what does the future hold for us with our time?
How
are we gonna be?
Passion projects and believing in that and investing in that. That it feels good, like how we just feel so much comfortable now. We feel excited to do it, excited to speak to it, excited to see, our viewers and listeners' responses, and to see the elevation and evolution of it all has been a blessing. So
the anxiety has come down for me specifically
for
a
sure
lot.
Has come down,
like recording days.
Yeah, like what am I about to say? What am I about to do?
Recording days used to feel.
Yeah,
we used to,
or even just imagine just
stressful.
like when it was press record on the camera. It was like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it was major. Yeah, but we passed that. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, we passed that. So
the future looks, for me, like if I can script this properly, I won't be trading time for money anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm over it. Not completely.
Not in that full capacity.
And if I am trading time for money, I'm gonna be able to that part. But it's also I'm gonna be able to impact. I'm going to have a greater impact within that time.
Yeah.
So I can serve one client right now at a time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even if it was a student, I can train one student right now. So in the future, even if it's trading time for money,
you got to make the most for the
it's going to have much more reach. Which, honestly, as I'm saying now, I'm thinking about GTGI. Like, we're going to have so much more reach.
That's the reach.
Which I wasn't.
I like that.
Yeah.
So much more reach.
Yeah.
Yes.
And impacts and like, whatever.
Yes.
I got to give, I want to give it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's what that's
all I got.
That's my prayer for GTGI is that we are impactful to the girls who listen, to women, and create a larger and bigger platform that is bigger than us and that we don't even see, we can't even envision for ourselves. So since we're on the topic of time, let's talk about the time that we spent investing into GTGI. It's been out of pure passion, and we spent a lot of time and put so much love into it all, and seeing the evolution of it has been amazing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I will say that we should share some of our journey of the last 6 months.
No better time than now.
Yes.
So
take a look at the last 6 months with your girls on this journey to the Girls That Get It podcast.
Yep. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Let us know what you think. It's 3:33 p.m. and we're officially off the clock.
Cheers.
Welcome to the Girls Who Get It podcast, where we navigate entrepreneurship through mastering the quadruped theory by being financially, mentally, physically, and spiritually fit. Right, ladies? That's it. We should introduce ourselves. My name is Shakila Harris, but I also go by Kai.
I'm DJ Junius, and I also go by DJ.
I'm Ashley Hunt, and I go by Ash.
So this is our first episode, guys. So we are we can't believe we made it this far.
We actually...
It's the beginning, but we made it this far.
Literally. Who knew?
Who knew? Who freaking knew? So, I mean, our first episode is it's really an introductory for you guys to get to know us and figure out, let's navigate together. Let's navigate this entrepreneurship, this female entrepreneurship world together. Yes, for sure. Let's talk about how we met.
Okay, so how we met. I don't want to literally take all of the credit for this. But I'll take 60% of it. Okay. It's me. Literally, I met these girls as clients to Addicted Eyelash Extensions, and I'm forever grateful for that because literally that studio introduced me to so many amazing women. But I have to highlight these two ladies. I met these two ladies as clients, and some shit sticks. Some people stick around, some people don't. Some people I connect with in many different ways, and then others, I don't. Like, I'm always polite. Don't get me wrong. I always treat everybody very well when they come through the doors, but some things stick, some personalities stick, and that's just in business and in life in general. So, met Ash as a client, and we started working together, and that was like the best relationship ever. And met Kai as a client, and it just grew, man. Like, certain people just stick. Certain people are for a reason. Certain people are for seasons. Certain people are for business. Certain people are for lifetime. And if you can navigate those circles and those parameters of people without emotion, and just get to know people, you will learn who is a part of your circle and who's a part of your tribe. And I'm so grateful to have met these ladies through eyelash extensions.
Like eyelashes. Brought us together because we were some years in before you joined us, and then Kai and I joined.
Well, just getting to know you guys individually. I'm not being weird, but not being weird, but like that's been friendships all through my life. Like, people don't know people. I connect with people for different reasons, and all different types of people. And you might not even think you would even like the type of, the next person, but once I connected, and I just am a people person. I know what personalities click. So after working with Ashley for however long, and having our relationship in the studio, and then becoming business partners, and getting to know Kai as a client and as an individual, I knew that once I brought it to the table, and once it was a comfortable setting for us to meet, and it could be
outside of those
those walls, and outside of that, and it could be organic.
Yeah,
I knew that it would.
Our first outing, I think, was your 30th birthday.
Oh, it was actually
no, it wasn't. She was.
No, Deshae. So our first outing was
our first outing.
Yeah, our first outing was her.
Because I'm like, no, she was working.
Yeah. Our first outing was your 30th birthday, and I was like, oh, I'm getting invited to. That's a big. That ain't like, oh, let's go get drinks. That's like come to my 30th birthday with like your closest friends. But it was cool. Like, I sat at a table with some of, I think one or two of your other clients, and then one of both of our good friends, Jerica. Yeah.
Mutual friends.
That's another thing that kind of mended us together. I was actually referred to her through our friend G, who is both of our good friends now. And that was like, it was easy though.
So these mutual connections of people kind of bring you together. And even if you don't click with them on certain levels, like we all have relationships with these mutual relationships, right?
Yeah.
But even if they don't click, you kind of navigate as an entrepreneur, as a business person, without emotion, and you land with the people that you can speak freely. Because even some of our mutual relationships, if we got it off the way we got it off,
it
they
would be no more.
So as you learn to navigate people and how you know, like navigate these different circles or different connections that you have with people, you learn what you can say and what you can't say, or what will step on people's toes, or what will be offensive and what would not. And in those kind of like, in those situations happening multiple times, I can say, this is where I land. This is where I can speak freely. Right. This is where I'm not judged.
It's a safe space.
It's a genuinely safe space.
And you guys have a safe space with us.
Yeah. Genuinely. Yeah. Like, literally. That was the, I guess that's what took it to the next level with you ladies. Because I have some alternative thoughts. And it doesn't you get what I'm saying? I feel like it's alternative, and it doesn't always get along with the rest of the masses.
We spoke about that before, and I think that's kind of what balances the relationship out. Is because we all nobody is perfect, right? No. And everybody has their individual, personalities based off of upbringing, whatever, adult life, whatever they chose to be in places, whatever. So, everybody has their thing, right? And everybody does not like a certain thing. So me being loud or outspoken or whatever, no filter could literally be like, turn somebody off, right? Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah. But
you're funny.
You have no filter? You're filterless?
I said no filter. I said no filter. Oh, wait. So our first outing, Ash, was the Jimmy Choo event. Yes, the Jimmy Choo event. Let me tell you something about Ashley.
Tell me something. I want to hear.
Ashley has you can see her wall, honey.
Yes, it's very clear.
The wall is visible. She's super polite. She's super sweet. She doesn't come off as a mean girl or anything like that, so don't get me wrong. But you could tell it's like, I'm going to sit back and kind of watch you, figure out if I like you or not. I'm going to figure out if I like you or not. I walked into Addicted.
Yes.
And the girls were, still kind of like getting dressed, little final touches or whatever. And we're going to head out to the event. And sis was fixing her pants, and she looked up at me like, okay, you here, we here.
You know what? It's so funny. I'm going to let you finish.
Because I already know what you about to say.
But what's so funny is that what's going on in my head and what's being perceived is totally opposite most times.
Yes.
We'll get there.
Yeah, for sure.
But we had an excellent time. We had an
time.
Excellent time. And then I think the next event was
her birthday.
Yes. And we had too much fun.
Too much fun.
Yes. And that is when she fell in love with me.
I fell in love with you that first night.
Don't lie to the girls. Don't lie to the girls. Well, that is episode 1, you guys, of the Girls That Get It.
We have done it. You hear me?
We did it.
It's been done.
I can't believe we did it, but it's done.
I can't even believe it's done, but we did it.
All right, you guys.
Thank you.
We're back for episode 2.
Dose.
Before we get into it, I am Ash.
I'm Kai.
I'm DJ.
Okay, so a brief little check-in. How y'all feeling? How'd you feel after the last episode?
I think I was like, wow, we like really did something. Like,
yeah,
very much something.
We executed.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was a good feeling once it was completed, and it was just a unique experience. Like for people who genuinely don't like to talk,
right? And proud that we got it done. We accomplished and we got it done. Yeah.
Okay, so did anything come up for you that you weren't expecting, or everything
was
on the up and up?
For me, it was more so like a confirmation of like how I felt about our friendships. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to feel a thing, but it's another to like hear it out loud and for it to be confirmation for you too that somebody else is feeling the same way that you're feeling about a situation, feeling, or a moment. Right. It was great. Yeah. And to rewatch it was like, okay, we cute.
It was giving.
It's giving bad bitch.
One thing the lady said, which 2020 proved to me, is that there are 3 things that are recession proof.
Yes.
Sex, alcohol, and beauty.
Yes.
Period. And like all of those industries within the past 2 years haven't really seen a decline.
Yeah.
Alcohol sales went up.
Yep.
Sex sales went up.
Shout out.
What else is there to do? You know,
Sex sales went up,
Yes.
and legitimate. Our books, our clients could not wait for us to be back open.
I remember when I decided to get behind the chair, and I was asking you about like what merchants you use and things like that for your credit card processing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm doing Square, and you were like, just keep doing Square until you get to a point where you're making so much money that it only makes sense for you you're giving too much money away.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, and that was smart as hell. So even little tidbits like that, you know.
Dang, I didn't even know I
All
dropped
the
that.
points, girl. We're going to get there.
Sorry. Shit, I be
I
on.
used to leave this podcast.
It's 3:33 p.m. and we're officially off the clock.
Cheers.
We made it, ladies, to episode 3.
Episode 3.
That is wild.
3 in this thing.
I cannot believe it. We are getting it done.
Yes.
Look at
It's
us.
happening.
First 2 episodes were amazing.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I surprised myself. You guys surprised me. Like,
Definitely.
just in between 1 and 2, like how much more comfortable we seem speaking
Yeah.
to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a vibe. I feel confidence too is ultimately like the most important thing in entrepreneurship, because like if you don't believe it,
Right.
like
Especially if you're
How
in
can you sell it
sales.
to somebody
Right,
else?
yeah.
You don't believe it.
exactly. So
exactly.
like most of us, the 3 of us are in service. So if like we don't believe in what we do,
Right.
and we can't confidently talk to you about it and educate you on it, like how could we sell it?
Right.
Right.
It's really a
Especially as like a
lifestyle.
solopreneur, you're the marketer, you're the salesperson, you're the customer service,
right.
so you
I'm a
definitely.
business. I'm a
Man.
business
Yes,
man.
Yes.
absolutely.
Like he's the whole package.
Yeah, I never wanted a job. I always wanted a career.
Right.
So any choice that I made in regards to where I was going to work or whatever was 'cause
Right.
it was career based. It wasn't job based or whatever. And so he would make it seem like I was just very materialistic or whatever it
Right.
used to be, because I had
Just
all
money
these
hungry.
goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And it 100% wasn't that. I just knew that I had these goals for my life,
For
right?
your life, yeah.
So that's what I meant by sometimes things are put on you. People try to make you
Absolutely
feel
feel
bad
guilty about
for
that.
the goals
That
and things
makes
that you
sense.
want. They'll say that it's just money driven. For me, it was lifestyle driven.
Absolutely. Freedom driven.
Freedom driven.
Absolutely.
To
To the freedom. It's everything and anything goes
Yes.
back to
And
the
I
freedom.
can't make you get that.
Right.
So you just
It
gotta
gotta be
kind
you
of
and not on you, baby.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's in you.
Yeah.
That's one.
Okay, so first off, let's introduce our very first guest to GTGI. I like saying GTGI.
I know, it's so
Okay.
cute.
It's so
I like
cute,
it.
right?
It's our good
like it.
girl.
Yes. Welcome our girl, Lavette Cephas.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
Welcome,
So
welcome,
happy
welcome.
to have you.
Our good girl.
Our good girl. Our great girl.
I want you to do that over
Pure.
again.
Okay. So first off, we have our very first guest, our good girl, Lavette Cephas.
Hey,
Welcome.
girl.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yes.
We recently discussed money mindset and like money mindset blocks on a previous episode. So what is your relationship with money been over the years, and how has it evolved?
When I first started out, I was very young
Yeah.
and I came from nothing,
Yeah.
literally.
I mean,
So getting fast money, because, it was mainly cash back
Right.
then.
Yes.
yeah.
Sis was like, I got a client in an hour. Let me run to the mall real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh. I had this one experience where it was an older client, and I knew I should not have left, y'all.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's cool. I had just got done doing one of my good friends, and she's like, I'm about to go to the mall. I'm like, girl, I just made like a couple hundred. I'm about to come with you. And we went to the mall. The client was calling me. The client was, but this is when I was like fresh.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I probably hadn't even been doing it a whole year yet
Okay.
professionally.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, let me hurry up and get out of here. I probably would have showed up maybe an hour late. Yes.
I couldn't
Yes.
even imagine
So
that.
y'all hear this experience.
You were a baby, though.
I was a baby.
Yeah.
I didn't know
19,
any
20,
better.
So
Right.
when you walk in
19.
an hour later,
Yeah.
I
what
believe
do
I
you
was
say?
19. Oh, sis was
I just disappeared.
gone.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
She was gone.
Just evaporate.
She was gone. And I left with my friend in her car. So when I came back, she left a nice note on my windshield and was
together.
like, you never do this. People,
old
time
lesson.
is valuable.
Absolutely.
And I literally went from 0 to 100 because then it's like I catered my whole entire career to my clients.
Right.
So that even evolved because I went from like, oh, not really caring about their
Right.
time
Right.
to like giving them all my time, squeezing them in
Yeah.
wherever I can,
You
working
didn't find
from
a happy,
sun up.
Yeah.
that happy medium wasn't developed.
Because the
wasn't.
pendulum, like, you'll overcorrect.
Yeah.
The pendulum
Yes.
swings all the way to the other
I was
side.
like, I would never do it. And
Yeah.
she was older. She set me straight.
Yeah.
And she still remained a client
Wow.
too, thank God.
Right.
Shout
Yes,
out to her.
but I think she probably was like, this a little young when I gotta
Yeah, I
get her
gotta
together.
get her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
At that point, you don't know what she rearranged to get
Right.
there.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah. You set an appointment, you keep an appointment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I showed one how I ain't had no money to be going to no appointments, so I ain't know no better.
That's the difference in, like, treating
was
it like a
spending my
hustle
money.
and
Yeah.
treating it like a business.
Business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that has definitely evolved.
Today we have another special guest, our good girl Monica Glover, aka the Queen of Closing.
Hey,
Yes.
girl,
Yeah.
do you feel like, so when you're looking for that clear message, right? Do you feel like when you don't get it, you keep getting tested with the same lesson over and over again until
course.
Until you learn it.
like learn
Until I
it?
say, okay, this is my sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn the hard way.
Yeah,
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
You're
saying?
one of those. Okay.
Yeah, and that's just his process of doing the way he do things.
Okay.
Y'all remember that meme when it's like, I'm not dating no more until God come down and tell me, sit on my bed. This is my homeboy. I got a homeboy. Where you at? Come sit on my bed and holler at me.
Right.
Tell me about your homeboy that you got.
God, because so oftentimes I don't hear it.
Yeah.
Even with meditating, because I have so many thoughts going on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I don't know which is from you and which is just from
Well,
me.
Yeah.
because you're still working it out. Like I think
Yeah.
I
Working
think
it out.
meditation happens in like processes, and the clearer and the more quiet you
Yeah.
can quiet
The more
those
quiet you
thoughts.
get.
It's a
Yeah.
practice.
But it's a
Yeah.
practice, so you
Yes.
get better and better and better.
Yeah.
And I just have to be still. And
Yeah.
I found that being still and just letting go and
Yeah.
letting God, like they used to
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
that is just like you just kind of just be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your
And the
hands off.
discomfort is so short most of the time. It's like it's relatively short. It's like you go through that
Relatively.
period.
Yeah.
When you in it.
But as soon as you submit, it seems like he brings you right out. Like he'll show you
Yeah.
exactly what he
I
wanted
told
you
my
to see.
cousin, this sounds terrible, but I told her, I said, God probably wants you to shut the hell up. He's tired of you praying and talking to him and asking him the same thing over and over again.
Over and over.
Because you don't get the lesson.
So you're gonna keep repeating the like
Absolutely.
whatever.
Stop saying the same stuff.
And he hears us. Because when you think about it, like, I have everything that I've asked for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everything. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty detailed. Because God be trying to be funny sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You should be praying for something like, okay, I forgot to add that. You trying it? God, okay, I got it. You know?
Oh my God. True and true.
Like, God, and so you know what I want. Stop being so technical. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
But he's very specific and always on his time. And I just pray that I can accept his timing and wait my time, wait your turn, and root for your friends.
Ooh, root for
Absolutely.
your
Yeah.
friends.
Absolutely.
Better.
Money?
Yeah.
Money. Listen. Money has rooted for me way before I ever even saw myself.
yourself.
Yeah, in that way.
Yeah.
When we were in Waffle House.
So today we have another very special guest, our good girl Ray Canty, aka the Sea Moss Queen. Get into it.
Get in your bag.
Yes.
Stay in your bag.
Yes.
Get in your bag. What is one major high that you've experienced in your business?
One major high, and I'm a transition.
Like that top high.
That top high.
That thing.
I'm gonna say it's two things.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say two things just because they was
Kind of synonymous.
synonymous with each other. Creating a product that actually works.
Which is
Big flex.
You better big flex.
Big flex.
And then the other one was I had a financial goal. I wanted to do 6 figures in a month in 30 days, and I did it. But that was the byproduct of having a product that works.
Yes.
So you don't chase the money, you chase the goal.
Hey guys, well today we have another special guest.
Very special.
Our
guest.
good girl Tiffany Loren. She's here with us.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome to the couch.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm super excited.
So happy to have you.
nervous?
I am a little nervous, but I'm more so excited. It's like excited nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. That's good.
We're used to the camera.
I mean, yeah. But it's different when you're like, I don't know, it's different acting than like speaking.
Interview.
Right.
Yeah, because you can be who you want to be when you're acting.
Right.
Yeah.
That
In the
makes
interview,
sense.
you got to be yourself. You're like, am I doing the right thing? Did I say the right word? Did I pause long enough? I think 2 of the lows that I really had was when I did my rebrand.
Okay.
And I went from adults because now I have a large male audience.
Okay.
I have men
From the
Because you're
funny,
attractive.
from the
from the
comment.
funny
Yes.
comedy. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, my girlfriend's clingy or,
Right.
you know, etc. I have a large male audience. So now I came in fearful. What is that going to look like for me? Because now I'm doing a 360. You see me as this Meg Thee Stallion sex symbol.
Whatever you made up.
Yeah, because
And now you're going
literally,
into family.
when I was doing my adult comedy, nobody knew I had kids at
yeah.
all.
Yeah.
So when I came out, they was like, the comments would be like, whose kids are these? Whose kids do you have? And I was like, they're mine. They're like, well, whose kids does Tiffany have in these photos? Are these her kids? All of these are her kids?
all these years, all this time.
Y'all
All this time.
Because you started in
How long did
2020. Yeah, I was gonna say. So you started in
Yeah.
2020. So what year did you transition to the family?
Roughly 2021. We only been in for like a year and a half. So 2021-ish, the summer.
Yeah.
And they were just like, what?
And it wasn't like it was new baby. So they're like, what in the world?
Who are these?
Yes, so
Yeah.
that was a scary time because I set what we called the oven for a while. I was dropping content and it wasn't getting the numbers.
Yeah.
And it wasn't getting the numbers. And
Yeah.
my team was like, my writer, he was like, Tiffany, you just in the oven, like relax, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
In the oven.
And
Okay.
then when it happened, it was like a breath of fresh air. But that oven was like 6-7 months.
Yeah.
I was like, baby, I'm not seeing the inch. I don't know what you see, but I'm not having faith the size of any mustard seed right now.
It's not here.
And the other one was I had a month, even recently, that I only made payroll.
Yeah.
And that,
We'll have you thinking a lot of
baby, when you have a high, like my payroll's high, I have a high number on my payroll.
Yeah.
But I need all the people on my payroll to make my.
There's no way you can cut.
There's no way I can cut.
Yeah.
But when you have people's livelihood depending on your income,
Yes.
I can't say, hey, I just made payroll this month, but I need $5,000,
Right.
so I'm not going to pay you. And it's like,
Right.
girl, I got rent too. Because
Right.
I'm your only person. I'm only working for you.
Yeah.
So that was scary, and it just made me realize, like, you do need to have multiple businesses.
Yeah,
You
multiple
need to have
streams.
multiple streams
Yeah.
at all times, because there's one time there's a low month.
Yeah.
Where
On
you
one
going?
of them.
And that's just entrepreneurship in general.
Yes. For
Like,
sure.
it doesn't matter what field that you're in, it's always going to be
Ups and downs.
ups and downs. Welcome back to the Girls That Get It podcast, where we navigate entrepreneurship through the quadruped theory. I'm Shakila, aka Kai,
I'm DJ Junius.
And I'm Ashby Hunt.
and we're back for episode 21.
Turn up.
21.
She gets Spanish every week. It's so crazy.
Keeping the trend going, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So we're back for episode 21. We are so close to 33. You know it's
That's going to be a good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm
Nobody-
pushing for.
Yeah. big. You got
I'm the risk taker of the group.
You got
Definitely.
big dreams. She trying to make
Huge
people
dreams.
pass out.
We
Yes.
are going to have a live episode on 33. Live in color.
I got no comment. I just got
I'll be there.
smiles.
We will have the
I don't know what I'm
libations
gonna do,
for you,
but I'll
okay?
be there.
We'll have the libations for you.
In
Don't
some
worry.
capacity, I'm gonna be the greeter. Make sure everybody comfortable. The Ursha.
Right.
They talking up there.
Have your notes on the screen.
Yes, that's what I meant.
All right, so today's episode is about the power of collaboration. This is going to be a good episode.
It's going to be a great one, I think.
Yes.
For sure.
You guys ready to get started?
Yes.
Let's get into
it. All right,
it.
it's officially 3:33 p.m. and we are off the clock.
Cheers.
Sip, sip. Years. 14.
Right. And somebody Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What are the ways to figure out if this is right for you or not?
It's got you. Your values have to align.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, your values, your mission has to align.
Yeah.
I think specifically like for our podcast, the people that we hope to in the future collaborate with, they would be things, that fall under the quadrifit.
Yes.
Things that we care about. It would make sense for us to partner with Arby's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so yesterday, one of my accounts I really love, he was talking about Arby's. It was Arby's slander. So it was in my head. He's like, I would not tolerate Arby's slander. Somebody said, I need names of who is keeping this business in. Who is keeping them in business?
Right.
I'm telling you, like, who is driving
Who
up
are
to
the
this
names
way?
specifically?
Right. Literally.
But,
That is so funny.
That is funny.
All right, you guys, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And we appreciate everything that you guys have said in the comments. Every like.
Every comment, every share.
Every share.
Every view,
and if you haven't subscribed, why haven't you subscribed? What's tea?
It's so
What's
easy.
tea?
It's literally like,
all right,
subscribe.
Do y'all love us or do you not? I mean,
Matter of fact, go do it now.
Is it real?
Right
do it
now.
now.
Is it now?
Do it now.
Yes.
Is it real? Show me.
Show me it's real.
Prove it.
Prove it. Actions, okay?
Okay.
Actions
That's what we
breed love.
Yes. And that's what we respond to.
Yes. Thanks for tuning in to episode 28. We appreciate you guys listening, and hopefully you guys took some great takeaways hopefully you guys got some good takeaways from the episode.
And if you didn't, tune in next week.
We got you.
We got you. Yes.
We love you
Good
guys.
night.
Good night.
Hey girl, thanks for listening. But before you go, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.